Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Manchester City have won the Community Shield. First piece of silverware of the season has gone to the blue side of Manchester, and you can say they have drawn their first blood in many ways today with that victory. They have won the first derby against United. They have won the first piece of silverware. They have given the the statement, a first statement to all the other competitors that we are still here. You already know that it's going to be a good season for them with the way that they played. It was a quite an interesting game. It finished 1-1. Then we went on to penalties, and it was a long set of penalties. They win the game 7-6, and they win the Community Shield. So let's talk about the game. Like people, I often see people don't recognize it, don't recognize the Community Shield as an important trophy. Like it is not mentioned when you talk about big trophies, and I sort of agree with it. But I still think it's quite an important trophy, like a good piece of silverware to win before the start of the season. It gives the squad a good confidence, especially if you're like a team at the top competing for the titles. And when you are, and this game especially, I mean, you are playing against your City rivals. It's a derby. It's United versus City. Of course, it's quite an important game, and it showed throughout the game. So anybody who comes out and say that the game did not matter, the trophy does not matter, is quite obviously going to lie. Because it mattered to both of the teams, and the way the game was played, it showed as well. The game, it was like nothing spectacular, but it was not boring. It was quite it was like even game. City started brightly in the first 15-20 minutes. They were all over United. They created half chances, but they were never really like a good full threat on the goal from City side. There was not an actual chance that United should have been concerned about. They were all half chances. Then slowly United got into the game, and in fact the first biggest chance came to Manchester United when Marcus Rashford, the ball comes on to him on the left hand side, and he tries to curls it in, like it, and the ball goes to the corner side. It was such a big miss from him in the first half, and that continued. As I said, it was an evenly poised game. That was the biggest moment in the first half. For me, Rashford missing that chance, trying to convert the goal into the goal, but it did not happen. We move on to the second half, and again it was the same all over. And United, I would say for majority of the game, they were like the more dominant side. City had the possession, but they never really made any good chances. But in the second half, United had more of the ball as well, and they were making very important chances. Rashford again, United get a counter attack. The ball, Garnacho plays him in one-on-one open net, and he misses it, hits the crossbar, and the ball goes out, and the game stays 1-0. Again they get a chance. United get a corner, ball comes in, and Scott McTominay, he misses it. He's not able to connect. The ball goes from in front of the keeper, ball goes outside. So it remains 0-0 until a special moment of magic from Garnacho himself takes the ball from the right hand side, cuts it in and curls it right up to the far corner, and it's 1-0 United. And it was a great goal, and you felt, because it was in like 82nd 83rd minute, sorry, and you felt that United are gonna win it. They are gonna be able to hold on to the lead, but as often as it happens, it's Manchester City. They score late. A cross comes in from the left hand side. Bernardo Silva, he jumps higher than Lisandro Martinez, heads it inside in the middle of the net. It's a 1-1, and that is it. Then we go to the penalties, and we had about 16 penalties were taken to decide the winner. United started first, they score, and then comes Bernardo Silva, the hero, the guy who got the equalizer. He misses. It was a very poor penalty, to be very honest. He should have scored, but it was an easy save for Onana. And then we keep on getting a penalty taker after penalty taker. Everybody is scoring, and then City missed the penalty, and it was a good save from Ederson, to be very honest. And again, it's a goal after goal, up until out comes 36-year-old Johnny Evans. I mean, when he came to to take the penalty. It looked like he was nervous. He was not really comfortable taking the penalty, and he takes. I think he tried to shoot it in the middle of the net calmly, but the ball goes over the bar, and in the end, Akanji comes and he scores the winning penalty, and Manchester City win the Community Shield. Did they deserve it? I really don't think so. I think United were far by the better side by far. They should have won it. The question mark should be asked about Marcus Rashford. His form has not improved from last season. The problem of him missing important chances at crucial stages continues. It was one of the biggest reason for United performing so badly last year as well, for him not getting picked for the Euros as well. And this game has again proven that he has not he has not learned, he has not recovered, he has not regained the form. To miss two open chances in one game in both halves, it's criminal, to be very honest. And I think Ten Hag is saying that Rashford is back, he's getting back, his mentality is getting better and better. I think we're going to see the Rashford which we saw a season prior, but from what I saw today, I just saw the same player as last season. I think Rashford needs to take a step back and think about what's wrong with him, and he needs to take a deep hard look at himself, because there's a great player in there. We all know that he can do wonders when he wants to, but I think something is bothering him, or something is wrong, or maybe he has hit his peak. It's something is wrong there. But if Ten Hag insists on playing Rashford in important games in starting 11, I think United are gonna suffer, and it is gonna have a big impact on their season, because the way that he performed today, I don't think he should start for United, if I'm being very honest, because it was not a performance of a first team player. It was a really bad performance for him. He was nowhere to be seen. He was not tracking back. He did not make any exceptional runs or anything. And when because both of the times it was it was handed to him on a silver platter, and then he messed them up, both the chances. So if I'm a United fan, if I'm a somebody who is close to United, I would take a look at it. I would hope that Ten Hag decides to not start him, because it has been now almost 6-7 years since Rashford came onto the scene, and we hear that he's a great player, he's gonna turn it around, but it doesn't happen. If you are performing out of 3 seasons, if you have performed in 1 season, it is not a good look on you, and especially with the wages that he is on. I think, if I'm really honest, I would have sold him this summer. I think it is enough as far as United are concerned. They have given him a lot of chances, but Ten Hag still believes in him. I agree. I know there's a great player there somewhere, but I think I think he's mentally not ready. I think his mentality wise, I don't think Rashford is the same player that he projects himself to be, and I think the confidence has gone from him, especially not being picked for the Euros has had another effect on him as well. So I think there is still time. They could still sell him out, but I don't think they are gonna do it. So let's hope he gets his form back. But as I said, if I was a United fan, I would hope he does not start on the first day of the season, especially after tonight's performance. Coming on to City, they really did not play their main players. They were most of them were kids. Guardiola kept his big guns after on the bench. When they conceded, that's the time. Even after when they scored, he brought De Bruyne that time, which was very surprising to me. He brought Ake late on. It was he let the kids have the time on the pitch, and he's assessing which player to play, and he would be very happy with the way Sabinho, his newest signing, played. He scored the penalty as well, so that's good for his confidence as well. Haaland scored the penalty as well. He was very quiet, to be very honest. Haaland was very quiet throughout the game, but again, it's Erling Haaland. He doesn't need to make he doesn't need to do anything apart from scoring goals, and we all know he would do it eventually. He would have one or two bad games, but then he would score the goals. But the main problem with Haaland continues. He hasn't, like, he scored once against the top six last season, and again today against United he has not done. He was nowhere to be seen. So the problem of Erling Haaland missing in big games continues for City. It's still 1 week to go, so they are all gonna address all these problems. I still think City needs to go out and sign another player, another striker after Alvarez's departure. So it's going to be interesting, especially after Guardiola seeing what his team is missing. As an Arsenal fan, I would not say that I am quite happy with what I would say, what I saw, but like, there are some things that we can pounce on, where you can see that there is some problems within the City teams. But again, they did not play their proper 11, like they were, most of them were kids. You can say the same about United as well, but as compared to City, United side was a far better, more experienced. Like, they United wanted to win, and I think they should have won in normal time. But again, if Rashford has scored those goals, we would not have been sitting here talking about this. So yeah, that was my review. I think City won, but United should have won it. But congratulations to City winning the first place of silverware. And again, I don't want now United fans to come out say, and other fans as well, because usually the people, yeah, the fans, they when the team they are supporting they lose, they come out and they say that this trophy does not matter. It matters. It absolutely matters. And especially if you are defeating your City rivals, if you are winning it in a derby and you are a top team. I keep on saying, because if you are a small team, I understand. It's for example, let's say if you are a small team who has won the FA Cup and then you win the Community Shield, that Community Shield might be the only trophy that you win that season. So in my opinion, that this trophy matters no matter what. So congratulations to City, good start for their season, and commiseration to United. But United would hope the way that they played, it was quite better as compared to last season. So if their team can continue playing like that, but finish their chances, I think they are gonna have a good season this time around. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, and click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. The season is starting, so we are we are gonna get a lot of football, and we're gonna get a lot of videos as well. So don't miss out on anything. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.